Hello and welcome to YASSERTV. Welcome to the channel, people. Welcome to another episode of the whole That Show with AJ. What you say, my brother, man?
Walaikum, man, bro.
Alaikum salam, bro. How's it going?
Wait, we're almost there, man. The season's nearly over. I can almost forget that Arsenal exist. Nearly there.
Nearly, innit?
90 minutes till freedom.
90 minutes to. Bro, man said 90 minutes till freedom, But that's crazy, man. But, I
Well,
mean, some of us can still win a trophy. You know what I mean? Some of us can still win a trophy. And that's what it means, innit? But we got a difficult game coming up. Like we got the Forest game, yeah. And bro, I was praying that
wait.
Mike's team can do something, and they didn't, innit? So
I'm asking Mike's team to do anything. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, it's West Ham.
yeah, but Everton's beating people. Like they're doing something. Like what I mean? Like something can happen, innit?
Like, out of all the teams in the Champions League race, you got the worst fixture. Because you lot aren't good away from home and not in a Forest. Yeah, they genuinely need this.
No, we need it. They don't need it as much as we need it.
And they're not going to get another opportunity at this again, so of course they need it.
Ah, my brother. You and I can go back and forth about this, yeah, 24/7. Man, I think we need it more than them, innit? Like we've been
Oh, don't get me
starving,
wrong,
bro.
like you definitely need it. Like 3 years out of the Champions League for you, like it's mad.
Yeah, listen, we to be fair though, we should just if we're gonna keep it honest, yeah, you and I should just swap places, bro. You can be Conference League or Europa League or anything like that. You can play in those. We can play in the Champions League. Because we don't embarrass London when we play in the Champions League. You get it?
What happened the last time you played Madrid?
Huh?
So didn't you lose the last 2 times you played Madrid?
But bro, do you remember who we played at like Madrid? Did Madrid play the way they played against you? The Madrid that we
Well, you still got
faced.
to beat him at the end of the day.
Nah, the
We did that.
Madrids that we face, yeah. Did they play the way your Madrid played? You needed two
Most of them man were
magical.
on
You
the
needed
Gillen
two
you're
mad
taking the
free
piss.
kicks to beat Madrid. Like
Let's forget the other 3 goals, man. We won 5-1 on aggregate.
yeah, but bro, come on. If you can't admit that they were poor, yeah,
Of course, they were terrible. Like,
exactly. So
I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying that. What's it called? That it's not a good job done, is it? Bro, nah, I can never basically look down on that achievement. Or you get it? You still beating them, regardless of how you beating them, innit? But what I'm saying is, if you played any of those Madrids that we play where Rodrigo backs like a hat trick or something last minute, like we done against City, Benzema shoots from outside the box and that, Modric outside of the foot shot. If you can play those teams, that's when I shake your hand in it. But till then, you're alone, mate. You beaten them and then couldn't beat PSG. We used to get PSG all the time. Yeah, I think quarterfinals or round of 16 and that. We have to go over there and box Zlatan and Cavani and that. You don't know about that. You don't know about
Verratti and all that.
them Verratti in midfield. You man don't know about that, bro. Come on, bro. Like, once in a while,
Well, we
he's the
faced
big buck, a
Kvara,
big
we
team,
faced
and
Due, we faced Vitinha,
look at the names you
flipping in
naming.
centre.
I'm
What is
I'm
that?
naming Zlatan,
We faced
Cavani,
scrubs.
Benzema, Modric. You're naming Due.
Man, it's not
Even,
like we're naming scrubs now, are we?
but not scrubs. But it's not on that level.
I hear that.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to say to you is, you need to be respecting my club, bro. And I've actually won it, and I've seen it twice. And the Europa League is when we beat Northside's team, Ivanovic header. Yeah, he's seen us
Yeah.
dunk on Arsenal and Benfica. I've beaten Zier's team to win my
So
first Champions
it's not
League.
my fault that the evil Rafinha can't buy any luck. That's his problem, not mine.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's something about our clubs, my club. We're different, bro. Different gravy. You know what I'm saying? We just behave differently. We just different. You can't compare your club and my club. Yes, we may have achieved some things and whatever. Fair enough, innit? You man aren't scrubs, but I was speaking to views on sports, innit? You know him. I don't know his name, but
I don't think you
he
might have.
is the guy with the glasses and he has the hat. You've seen him in the chat. You probably seen him Northside chat. And bro, I was talking to him today and we were talking about Arsenal and their situation and that. Bro, I think Arsenal speaked in it. Nah, I don't see it. Like with Arsenal, I don't know, man. It's like a mental thing, bro. Every time I look at them, I just feel like these men have already peaked and we're not really gonna see anything. Did that even make sense? Like this is them. Like we've seen them at their
I don't
best.
think we peaked last season.
Huh?
I think we peaked last season. We just got lucky in the Champions League because, yeah, we deserve to beat Real Madrid, but Real Madrid screwed themselves. So the moment we face a team that were actually balanced, we got properly slapped up.
But this is what I'm saying. I knew, yeah, once you, because I seen the way PSG played against Liverpool, and they have Gravenberch, they have Zoboslai, who's basically a Gallagher, and someone else in midfield, yeah. And the way they couldn't handle them was like, when I looked at that, I was thinking, you know what, yeah, it might be difficult for them. They're gonna struggle, innit? And I've seen how
No, because
technical their
why else
midfield
cheering on
is.
Aston Villa?
Yeah, but Aston Villa was slightly different. Aston Villa, you could see that they knew they had the game in the bag. They just didn't make. They just had to make sure that they didn't lose the game. If this even makes sense, they went there. They weren't really. They were just chilling, waiting for 90 minutes, and then they just
It was a
even when they
free hit for them.
that second leg against Villa, they just went there and vibe basically. If you watch the game, they were conceding, but they weren't stressed. They put the obviously Villa what's it called? Villa put the pressure on them and that, but they knew that the margin was too big, and they were, as long as they don't concede mad goals like quick,
They got uncomfortably close to
it
them.
got uncomfortable at the end, and then it was just about managing the game, and they did it to be fair. But then I
True.
said, yo, with that part, it was already a challenge. No Marino, it wasn't that deep to me anyway, because if he doesn't turn up, it don't mean anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna really feel the effects of Marino not being there if you played up front. You get it? Like if he's not playing up front and you don't do anything, you're not gonna feel like you're missing anything, bro. Because he either performs and scores or there's nothing else. Do you get it?
You
So
know what?
then I don't
If
know. I
we're
just
even
thought,
having conversations about Marino up front being important, that just says how badly we built the squad over the last 5 years. I mean, am I wrong?
but
Think about it.
this is why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I know you're not wrong. This is where, as a rival, bro, we've been saying that I never feared Arsenal. And then the more you didn't win,
That's
the more I
completely
didn't
fair.
fear you lot. The more I looked at transfer windows and seen what you were doing and thinking, yo, they might buy someone this season. Because remember, like, Arteta will come out and do his mad speech at the end of the season, yeah. What did he call it? I think
Well, he's a
Lee called
copy,
it
man.
the
The
lap of
Catalan Charles Manson.
Lee called it the lap of shame. He'll do his lap of shame, and then
He's not wrong.
and then he does his speech, and then you think, you know what? Like, how he said this season's the season, whatever they were talking about today, like, a couple of days ago, yesterday, yeah. And then I'm looking at the transfer window, and there's a clip of me. Well, not even a clip. I think it was Tottenham Arsenal. That's the first time I joined. Not joined, but I done the match reaction on Northside channel. That's the first time I went on there. Yeah. I don't know if it's Tottenham Arsenal. It was the North London derby in October or something. I went up to.
In
I
September.
went there. And I was thinking, yeah, maybe this season's the season you man might not make top four. That was on my mind because I was thinking we're playing well. You get it?
Oh yeah, that was a mad take at the time, but
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't
it
that
was a
far off.
mad take at the time. But if you look at, if you would understand because you know where your team is. Like, the people that love the Arteta thing and whatever, yeah, they will look at you and say, nah, 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 what do you mean? We're second. You know what I'm saying? We comfortably second. But then if you really look at it, yeah, I was thinking, if Arsenal, because I looked at your transfer window and I remember, yeah, Edu was going to like Taylor Swift concerts. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, Edu went to a trailer in that's during the first day of the transfer window. He went out there
Well,
instead of doing.
hold on,
Then he spent
what
months doing
trailer?
the Calafiori deal and Merino. You get it? And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're chilling. And then during that summer, yeah, is when I told Northside, yo, at the end of that summer, that's before I used to jump on the channel. I said I put something in the chat. I said, yo, you man are getting Sterling and that. And he was like, nah, we're not getting Sterling. And then the Sterling thing started happening, and they got Sterling, innit?
Oh, my younger brother said the same thing.
Yeah. So I said, you getting
Yeah,
Sterling,
but
bro.
I didn't believe him because I was shameless with with the Sterling thing.
Man said you
But
look
I
straight
can't
up
lie.
Hargeisa, you know?
Straight out, what?
I said he
'Cause
looks
I can't
straight up
think of that.
Hargeisa, bro. Man
Oh,
said,
facts.
yeah, he probably is, you know, was the your guy. But this is my thing, innit? When I saw how unserious you were, I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, we managed to get like a Felix and all these players. Other teams were strengthening, whatever. And I was like, if City do their job, and I didn't expect City to fall off the way they did, obviously. No one did that this season, yeah? Because remember, they were in the title race until they weren't. You get it?
Yeah,
Um, like, it's weird, bro. Like, I just thought you could fall through the pack from second down if only, let's say, two teams improve. We were never in that top four race, if you remember, yeah? We were sixth, seventh, 12th with Poch, and then we ended sixth at the end of the season. So I was thinking, yeah, we can get into top four, and if other teams manage to get in, you might be out of all of the ones that are in the team. You're the one that could fall out, because
that's
because if Liverpool strengthen whatever, you get it. That's what I was thinking. Because I was looking at and seeing that you man aren't looking like a serious team in it, and at some point, you're gonna get that mental fatigue. Does that make sense? In terms
you
of
know what?
like, you know, when you keep losing, bro, you're like, bro, why am I here? It becomes a chore,
I
innit?
get that.
So I was thinking
I get that.
maybe that's what happens. Turns out all of us kind of fell off. Potentially we could have gotten second or even challenged, but it didn't go the way it went this season, innit?
That's because you lot shagged yourselves in January.
Yes. I thought we should have sorted ourselves out in January. I think this is the thing that I've been saying it since I done YouTube. I've been saying it all the time. They could have sorted part of the business out in January, especially since they didn't get a striker
Summer.
in the summer. If you didn't get a striker in the summer, you could have went and got a striker in January when you realize, okay, cool, maybe Jackson isn't firing. It's just a purple patch, innit? And they didn't, and I was like, okay, cool. Maybe obviously some people, you know how they do. You know what they say, bro. Oh, you can't get a striker in January. You know what I mean? you get
Well,
it's
one
better
from one
business
rich
in the
then.
summer. Whatever. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like obviously we found they both, and then we miraculously both strikers got down injured. Do you know what I'm saying? Both strikers went down injured on deadline day, which obviously
Like,
doesn't happen.
listen,
But
it was kind of unlucky, but at the same time, it was your fault. Like, you don't build a squad the way you built your squad. You don't spend the money that you've spent, and then you don't have contingency plans if things go wrong.
yeah, but
That's
we
why I had
do
such a
have we
massive
just
problem.
shouldn't look. A lot of people in my fan base don't necessarily like Jao Felix, whatever. And I know he's not very consistent, but or he kind of goes on and off in games. But it's like you could have played him in the false nine if we kept him. We could have played him in the 10, yeah. If when Palmer's form dropped after a while after Jackson, yeah, which I think started from like January onwards.
February, but
Sancho, he plays better with a striker, innit? Someone that he can link up with, or someone that could, bro, like he plays better with a target, man. Like if you look at the teams he played in before, Haaland at Bayern, um, at Dortmund. Do you know what I'm saying? He had Ronaldo and them man of Martial and that at United. That season he went to the Champions League final. He had Fulkrug, and if you remember, he was linking up with him all the time, bro. So he'll pass the ball to him and make that run on the outside or whatever, yeah. Get the ball back
yeah,
or whatever.
Champions League Sancho was on smoke last season.
Because otherwise, you just give Sancho the ball. He's either gonna try beat everyone, yeah, or he's gonna just pass it just to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? So his way of playing is a bit obviously different. But if and I've seen this recently because I can see it in games, but sometimes you forget. I've been seeing a lot of clips, yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of clips of players that actually get into good positions, yeah, or cross the ball and that.
And they got no initiative.
Bro, even if you watch the United game, look at how my man was missing the chances, bro. Madueke missed two sitters.
Nah,
Tyreek
the
George is a
one
kid.
where he scuffed it across the goal was nasty.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Big up Match Day Guri as well every time, my brother, man.
I big up my man.
And I don't know, man. Look, I'm telling you, if you look, and I agree with this Mustika. I think next season we can win the league if we get the right additions, bro. I think we can.
Where would you look to strengthen? Because goalkeeper for me would be the biggest priority.
I don't think it's the biggest priority. I think striker for me is biggest priority. Goalkeeper, we have Petrovic. We could just bring him back from Strasbourg. He's, I think, number one goalkeeper in that league right now.
I
We
hear it,
we send
but
him on loan.
Emi Martinez is gonna leave Aston Villa in the summer.
No, 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 no,
Like
no, no,
he
no.
would be an immediate
Forget
upgrade.
about him. He's linked to my. What was he linked to? He's linked to Barca, bro. He can go Barca. You know what I'm saying? Let him go Barca, innit?
Right?
Emi Martinez recently, bro. And imagine I've watched him play. I've watched him play with my own eyes, bro. He plays for Villa, bro, and I worked at me. I watched him play. He's good in it, but recently it's just been bozo. Hella bozo actions. He's not the
I hear
same.
it.
He's not the same how he used to be. I think after the World Cup, he's just chilling.
Got to his head.
Yeah, bro. Nah, he's just chilling. He's not really. He's not as good as I used to see him for some reason, bro. I could be wrong in it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Right now, I wouldn't go for him. But I'm saying at the same time, we don't need to spend money on a goalkeeper when our goalkeeper looks that good over there, mate. Goalkeeper's a goalkeeper. It don't matter about the league. Do you get it? It don't
Same.
really the league don't really matter, bro. Because when Petrovic was with us, his shot stopping was good anyway. His issue was playing with his feet. His thing was playing with his feet. Like his feet went, but that he could have done that with Maresca. So I don't think that was a good enough excuse to not play him in it. Does that
Especially
make
given
sense?
how Robert Sanchez played in the first half of the season.
Um, I agree with Master
Mm,
Guru because I know
And
that what's it called? I know that
and
he's
it
better
kind
than
of touches on my problems with Arsenal. Like
no, he's better
when it
than
came,
he's better than Sanchez. I agree, but I'm saying we're gonna get rid of Sanchez and we're getting my man, bro. What's his name? Petrovic. He's on loan. He's our player, bro. And if he weren't good enough, you know me, innit? Like I would have told you day one, bro. I don't want Petrovic either. You know what I'm saying? If he was trash, I'm not playing about that
I hear
position.
it.
But when I've seen how good Petrovic performed, bro, he is one of the best passers that French league, bro. You know how good he is with his feet, bro.
I
I saw
haven't
the
seen. I,
stats.
I ain't seen his
I
game in
was
Ligue
like,
1 this season.
what? I've seen him play, bro. He's so good right now. It's like, right, just bring him back. You know how Emi Martinez looked when that season? You're like, right, we have this goalkeeper in house. We could have just keep him. That's how I looked at Mama. I was like, yo, Petrovic can do a job, and if it doesn't work, then just buy a goalkeeper, innit? But because we've been linked to Kobel out of Dortmund, he's supposed to be a good goalkeeper. Chevalier, which is the guy at I think Lille or something. So there are all these goalkeepers around the world that we're linked with, but it looks like we're gonna get rid of Sanchez, and it's gonna be Petrovic as the starting goalkeeper, and Jurgensen as the backup goalkeeper. And me personally, I'm fine with that, innit?
What about Andre Onana?
What, bro? Are you crazy, bro? Listen,
Nah, vibe.
no,
Because I
listen,
want to see him in a
bro.
Chelsea
Listen,
shirt.
okay, you wanna hear this joke thing, yeah? If you, what's his name? Um, what's this team can get? Inter sold him for 60 or 50 million, and got what's his name? Got Summer for 6 million or 5 million, bro. Look at where he is, bro. Don't tell me about this. You know what I'm saying? Our main thing, and a goalkeeper, which we got, midfielders backup. That midfield's coming, innit? You see our midfield? We have who's in our
You
midfield?
need someone at left back to cover Cucurella, or at least give him some decent competition.
Yeah, but who did we? Because today, I woke up today or yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? We linked with Hato from Ajax. That centre back, yeah. He's a good centre back,
Is he
but
any good?
he's good, innit? But like, I wouldn't say he's Saliba or something, but you know what I'm saying. He's a good centre back, like good,
I hear it.
good, not great, but good. But he's 19 or 20, bro. He almost won the league, but you know what I'm saying, Ajax, Ajax. It was good.
Man like Devontae, man.
We're
Yeah, he
blaming
needs
we're
to live
blaming
ghetto
the
right now.
Italian Arteta, mate. You know what I mean? Italian Arteta's fault. But so couple
9
of
points clear, 6 games to go. That's treachery.
Villa
And
wants
they
wait. So Villa wants to keep the Sassi, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Una Emery didn't learn from not playing. He didn't learn because we told him don't play him.
This brother
Do
has staff in his defense, and he's deciding to keep
we
the
told
sassy.
man, yeah? Do you not
It's his own
play?
fault.
Now we told man, do you not play the Sassy at right back, mate? If you played the Sassy at right back, you seen it that day against City, yeah? The minute he gets cooked, you
Oh
concede.
my
The
god.
minute he gets cooked, you concede, bro. This is why you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
like he's up against Cavara, who absolutely sacrificed Yuri and Timber,
Yeah,
who's the
yeah,
best. Who's to me one of the best right backs in
yeah.
Europe.
But did you hear the Timber news?
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
He's surgery in that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not surprised. He's
He's
been
been
playing way. He's been playing a lot of minutes.
he's been playing injured, mate. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Arteta and that playing injured. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's standard procedure. That's a requirement if you want to play for Arsenal. You have to play injured. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Declan Rice is like at best 60%.
See, yeah. I don't know why he keeps playing him anyway, bro. Like you'll see. Cool, maybe he played him because he wants to confirm second spot. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. I guess he done the what's it called? You've got second 3 times in a row, whatever you want to call it. Fair enough. But other than that, I don't know why he would play Declan Rice at this point of the season anyway. But you're chilling. Obviously, our biggest obstacle, if you want to look at it as an obstacle for next season, is the Club World Cup. So, bro, I think we have a couple
Well,
weeks.
Caicedo, for as good as he is, he's due an injury. Like, he's played so much football. He's due a bad one. I
So
don't
this
wish
is
it
what
on
I was gonna
anyone,
say
of
to you.
course.
This is what I was gonna say to you. So apparently we have some guy on the bench. He's going to Strasbourg, and then there's a couple players. I think Asugo or someone else who we've already bought is coming back. Santos is coming back from Thingy. So we've already got 2 players in midfield of whatever that gonna play there or that even backup. So we've kind of sorted our midfield, yeah, as in players off the bench. Does that make sense? So we have like a Lavia backup and someone else, whatever, that can play in midfield. So our bench options have increased, especially in midfield. Right wing, we're gonna bring this Estaval back, but he's not playing in the Club World Cup because he's gonna play for Palmeiras. So he's
Is
gonna
he any good? Like, I've not seen him play.
listen. I'm not gonna gas him up, yeah. I know he beat Neymar's numbers and all that, whatever in Brazil, yeah.
Numbers,
Bro,
bro. Flip's sake.
yeah, one of them ones. But he looks like a baller, but he looks hella skinny, innit? So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll
As
see
bro,
physicality. Because some
man's
people
built like
say,
a Somali.
uh, yeah, he is still. Yes, yeah. Bro, you need to watch some
Big up
Estaval.
my people, but like, we don't eat that much, and that's fine.
Bro, I can't lie. His ball striking and that sick. You know what I'm
Pause.
saying? For a kid his size, whatever, fair enough, innit? I think he can be like he's gonna be eased in. I don't think we're gonna start him straight away at right wing or 10. He could play 10 and right wing, yeah. We need a centre back in it. At least one, an experienced one, innit? If we get one in,
If you man are serious to get to,
yeah, but we've been linked to hella centre back. So we've been linked to Hato. We were supposed to get Heisen, but obviously he's gone to Real Madrid. Bro, he's been moving clubs every year, you know. He went from Mallorca to somewhere else to Juventus. Do, I seen the picture the other day, bro. It's like 21, 22, 22, 23, 24. Every year he's moving clubs.
then my man's. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes Arsenal if he flops in Madrid.
Yeah, that's what. If you flop, you go Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Man
Facts.
said, man said just caretaker settings. You know what I mean?
Not even that, man, bro. You know it's the big clubs. We're their sloppy seconds. Like, it is what it is.
But this is the thing, though. Yeah.
We're football's Adam 22.
So he went. No, this guy, yo, chill. So he went from he went from Juve to Bournemouth, and he's going from Bournemouth to Real Madrid. Now he's Spanish, isn't it? Well, he's Dutch Spanish. That's why his name's Hyson. He's Dutch. Like maybe his mom's
Yeah, I was
Dutch, his
thinking about
dad's
that.
Spanish.
Hoyston sounds very Dutch.
It's Dutch. He's Dutch, but obviously he got a Spanish passport. He's Spanish, whatever, innit? He is probably looking at obviously going to Madrid, which is fair enough, innit? Like there's not a problem with that. But I don't know why he wants to jump to Real so early. Now, obviously, they're building a matting over there. They already got that PDF file, whatever you want to call him, Asensio. Him and Finger also going to be. It could be. It could look like a very good centre back pairing. We've also been linked to Rudiger. We've linked to the Valencia centre back as well. Bro, it's just hella links in it. For me, it's all I need. The main thing we need is a striker in it. If we could get Osherman over the line, just bring me Osherman at this point. You know my thoughts. I never really thought he suited our system. People keep saying he's. You know what it is, yeah. If some, you know how they say, keep saying to you that Gyökeres suits our system, brother. Like you know, they say Arsenal fans say that all the time. They just want Gyökeres, so they want to find ways to
It's not
convince you that he
true
suits
though.
our
Your players
system.
don't suit us.
It doesn't, bro. It
Like
doesn't.
Arsenal of 2, 3 years ago, he would have been perfect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you played that attacking football, I think he would have been, especially because you like played on the counter and even whatever. Yeah, he would have suited you
No, I
nicely.
think we should go back to that, and I think we have the players to do it.
But now you see, now you're playing low block, bro. You know, I don't know, man.
Like when we actually attack, like what we did against Real Madrid or what we did against Man City, cool, there were extenuating circumstances, but like when we actually attacked, we destroyed them. Like we actually tried to attack PSV and we beat them 7-1. Like when in the rare cases that Arsenal actually attack, surprise, surprise, we score goals. Because this Arteta, he's so scared of failing that he puts the handbrake on too much and he just he overthinks it. It's like
Bro,
what he done against
he tried to
Newcastle.
win.
Not on
He's
Sunday, but
trying to
like in
win
the cup
games
semi
1-0,
finals.
like he's Jose. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. There's something about the manager that don't make sense, bro. You don't play FIFA with
You
Joe.
tried 5.5 years of that nonsense.
You don't play FIFA with you don't play FIFA with like what's it called, the tactical thing with as a manager, bro. Like he went from ultra attacking to balanced and then ultra defensive. Like brother, like stick to something, bro. There's no such thing as there's no such thing as I'm trying to bring the element of surprise. Pep did it. Remember, he used to invert. He used to invert Zinchenko, and then he used to invert. Then he inverted Kyle Walker or someone on the right, Cancelo.
He tried
Then he played
copying Pep so
Cancelo at
much
left
and got
back.
away with it.
Remember, he played at some one season. He played Cancelo at left back inverting. Because first it was the Zinchenko inverted with his left foot. Then it was Cancelo inverting with his with his right foot from left. Then he done it from right back. Then that treble season he done it with Stones, bro. He was a centre back inverting into midfield. He has the
He
players
played
to
centre back.
invert.
He had a whole back four centre backs, which Arteta copy and
Yeah,
pasted.
and he used them because he can have the height, and then also because Stones had the feet, he can play midfield. Now, because it's easier to invert, it's easier to go into midfield from right back. Inverting. So when you
Centre back.
invert, usually all the actions in front of you. That's why Trent can invert. You don't have to worry about anything behind you because most of the time when you invert into midfield, everything's ahead of you, innit? All the actions in
True.
front of you as a right back because you're in midfield. And once everyone goes forward or you start to go forward is when the right back inverts, yeah, or the left back inverts. If you're already in midfield, and we've seen it with Trent in the Euros, yeah, there's
Oh my
traffic going
god!
behind you. There's traffic going this way, that
But he's
way.
got no. You don't have the. You don't have the wing mirrors to play midfield.
Exactly. You don't need wing mirrors when you invert. Because remember, you're almost
Facts.
like a DM. You just come out from right back, go into like a DM position, and everyone's in
Because when
front
you're
of you. You just
inverting, you're
get the
a
ball
spare
and you move it.
midfielder. When you're in midfield, you're an actual midfielder.
Yes,
Badju Bellingham can't be classed as a midfielder because he's a box crasher. When he actually has to play in midfield, he's useless.
no, but this is the thing. He played in midfield. He only bro. He only done the box crashing thing at Real Madrid, lad. You're basing his whole box crashing thing over his whole career. Most of his career played in midfield. More of like a passion merchant.
And no one was really speaking about him like that.
No, but he gonna speak about him like that because he's at Madrid and he's scoring goals. When
That's
you
not
score
true.
goals,
My man's just
people
got
just gas you.
he's got better
Marino
PR than
scoring
anyone
goals,
I've ever
Aki.
seen.
Marino scoring goals, they're gassing him up. This is what I'm saying. If you just
I
score
hear
goals,
that.
no one cares. But the reality is he can play in midfield, but he'll be more like a Gallagher thing, innit? Like he'll just run around, tackle, whatever. There's no special thing, innit? You do with him, innit?
The only thing I'd say with the Marino thing, even without GA, he was objectively our best player at the Bernabeu. Like, even though he got 2 assists, cool. without those assists, he was still man of the match.
Which one? I think
Second leg.
I think I've always thought that Partey's been your most important player. As much
Oh yeah,
as maybe he cost you,
he's
I
for me
think
he's Arsenal player of the season by far.
yeah, and I think that without him in midfield, you really see sometimes, yeah,
Hey,
had the hole in midfield, bro. Like you really see that. You know who gets exposed the most, bro? Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice, mate.
Well, I've been
I've been
I've been
saying,
cussing Declan
you
Rice
know
for
this
too
with
long.
me. I used to always have doubts about Declan Rice because I used to say like, he's a good player. I like him, but I don't rate him as high as everyone else does. But it's like at the same time, I don't know, man. There's something about Declan Rice here that tells me like I don't know. I was looking at it like that, and then I watched him in the Euros, and he just clicked, bro. You play him a bit further forward in the eight, he does that thing where he hides behind his man. If you
He
play
does
him
the
in,
McTominay.
and if you, huh?
He does the McTominay. Like he disappears until it's time to get GA.
Okay, you could say that, but then you have so some people have options in midfield, and he's behind this man. I'm like, bro, why you hiding behind your man, bro? The space right there. You're not Messi. Like, remember when Messi used to hide behind someone, but the players would move, and then there'll be space. He didn't have to move to be the space.
Not even that. Like
That's what
because there were
Declan.
so many players concentrated on him, there was space for other players. And no
But
one's actively scared of Declan Rice.
yeah, but wait for this.
Uh,
I realized that when I watched the Euros, and I realized that when I saw that Kobe Mine was playing better than him in midfield, yeah, I realized that he needed someone to hold his hand. He's one of them players that needs someone to hold his hand, and then it clicked for me because then I was like, ooh,
Thank you.
Paul.
That's why his best performances have been with Jorginho and Partey beside him.
Even if Jorginho and Partey aren't having the greatest game, he has a bit of freedom because you can't rely on him. Now he might be for me. He's better. Like you could say he's better sweeping up and that. He's cool like that as well. But there's just some. You put him on a lone six on his own, he dies.
Brother, I remember last season
Dies.
when we had him, Havertz, and Erdegaard in midfield. Rice as the lone six alone cost us the title. Because, right, listen, he cannot pass forwards to save his life.
but for me,
I
it's
learned
that
that the
guy
hard
though.
way.
For me,
Some
it's
terrorist tactics.
yeah. You can't play for me. You can't play him in midfield. Yeah, that Havertz guy. Yeah, but at the same time, putting Havertz and Rice in midfield, it's like
Oh
you
God,
already
you
there's a
know
hole
my
there. There's
fault
a
was
hole
fucked
there.
up last season.
Yeah, it's a hole there, man. It's different. So wait, listen. What
But
were
I
you
don't know
thinking?
how we were top of Christmas.
My bad, yeah, but what are you thinking about the Newcastle game? Because for me, I've
Right?
seen troops fall asleep mid game and whatever, and I was like, I watched the game. Then I went to Lee's stream and I seen that
I don't know how I stayed awake.
Havertz came on before Ethan. You know,
That was a thing.
look,
Havertz coming on wasn't the problem. The fact that Ethan didn't start was what I was more pissed off at.
yeah,
Because that 97 minutes, I'm never ever getting that back. Because I said in my match reaction, like we beat Newcastle when it didn't matter, or rather when it mattered to the club. Because the League Cup semi-final didn't matter to us, so rather to the club.
yeah.
It didn't matter because winning trophies doesn't matter to Arsenal. It's not in their ethos. Trophies to them are a bonus, not a requirement. Because
Ooh,
if this club truly wanted trophies, they would have given Wenger a lot more money.
ooh.
And the same parameters that they sacked Unai Emery for, Arteta would never have lasted this long. I really break it down.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
you
But we're
really,
seeing it with Amarim and that, bro. If Southgate did what Amarim's doing right now, they'd call for his head. So
Southgate would have been hung from the
it's
rafters.
selective. It's basically selective in it. So it depends. If they like you, they'll give you extra time. If they don't like you, they want you out before someone else. It just
But
it's selective
I
in it.
guarantee you that Arteta's done some humiliation ritual. That's why he stayed so long.
Listen, I don't know, man. I'm seeing people.
I've run that guy,
I'm
man. But I
seeing.
caught him the Debenham.
I'm seeing a guy with like pose with a cutout of Arteta. I'm seeing people.
What?
Yeah, there's a picture of him holding like a cutout of Arteta's picture and all that, bro, with damn pots and
Oh,
that. I don't know.
this
Like
this guy, man.
then he posted. Oh,
He's
yesterday
a
he
disgrace.
posted. Listen, I don't want to bring it up, but he posted this. Phases thing, yeah, on Twitter. Oh my days! Don't tell me you ain't seen it, bro.
Bro, listen, I need to see. I need to. I know. I've heard it's bad. I don't know how bad.
Ah, I speak for you still, but I'll show it to you, innit?
Listen, I might fly from Hargeisa to boxing right now.
Let's see. You don't. I don't know if you deleted it, but
He
he,
must have been getting cooked online.
yeah, everyone's well upset at him, bro. Man, like, and he keeps trying to go back and forth with Lee as well, which is stupid because you know that Lee's not gonna have
Bro,
it.
listen, I don't agree with Lee on a lot of things, yeah, but a guy ain't beating him in no debate.
Okay, so this is the cutout, yeah. So this is the cutout, and then
Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah.
okay,
What
so
type of treachery is this?
this is the 5 phases, yeah, under Mikel Arteta, mate. Phase one's culture. Phase two is character. Phase three is challenge. Phase four is championship. And then phase five is
Brother,
consistency. So
I've not been angry all day. I've been peaceful.
so
And then
listen
this.
listen to this. My interpretation of this is phase one, clean up this mess. Phase two, sign the right players with the potential to be elite. Phase three is getting to the Champions League. Phase four is challenge consistently, and then phase five, win Premier League or Champions League frequently. Aren't we in phase five already, mate? Yeah.
All right, let's break this down in the first place. Listen, clean up the mess. Listen,
So Dumpos, listen
I
to this.
wanted a
That but the Dumpos
this is
said.
Calvert
So
Lewin.
are we only in phase three? So we are only in phase three right now, which is getting to the Champions League. You know,
Hey, that box is taking the piss. But you know, we
the
can go. We can break this down properly. Like, look at the way he said it. Clean up the mess. We had a goalkeeper in Emi Martinez. We didn't sign a single one better than him.
yeah.
We had a left back in Kieran Tierney. We've not signed anyone better than him. So what makes you think that first phase even counts? The second one, boy, let's not speak about the talent ID because you all know how certain people feel about Edu anyway. The third one, the Premier League's not been this weak in years. If anyone, if we didn't get into the Champions League, there would be even more uncomfortable conversations.
I hear it. I hear it. But listen, we're in this situation right now, isn't it? So you're only in phase three. Bro, this guy sometimes, yeah, he just you don't know what's going on in it. When it comes to this guy, bro, it's like I don't know what to say, bro. Like, he keeps just trying to find something new. He always tries something, just whatever, back the manager. Like, you know what it is? I've realized, these people are scared of change, bro. They're just scared of change, if that even makes sense. So they're scared that if they change the manager, it won't work. Like, they'll start going downhill. So they say, you know what? Why don't we just stick with what we have? Second ain't bad enough. If he fixes it and if he sorts it out, then we won't be in a bad situation. That's how they look at it. It's all how like a lot of
Maybe
people
that was
say.
why they were getting so long.
Yeah, but remember, a lot of people usually say, what do they say? They usually say, man, those millionaires and that usually take you. We have to take the risk. If you don't take the risk, you don't become a millionaire, or you have to put the work in, whatever. Like, what I mean? So you have to take some risks to get somewhere, innit? Whereas you're in like a comfortable position, and it's like they keep. I think it's the hope that because they've backed Arteta so much. It's almost like they're hoping. It's like a Disney movie, innit? They want it to end the way they like. Like, oh, everything's going well, and he's ended up winning. In the end of it just goes well at the end. It's not like a
You know what?
cliffhanger or whatever. Bro, Ajax manager bottled the league 9 points ahead, and he left
Listen,
today.
bro.
He literally lost yesterday and left today. Arteta's
You know,
still here. You know what I'm saying?
you know what? You know what it is. You know how you said we're comfortable. That is a dangerous place to be in. Because at least with City, you can say they'd won four in a row and they'd done the treble.
Yeah.
But
And
if
you know
we're
what? And
comfortable
you, and you,
now,
and you know
I
what?
promise
Igal's
you,
saying, sorry, bro.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
my
we're
bad.
gonna
But
scrap the top four next season if the window ain't right.
Yeah, and you know what Igal's saying?
I think there's a serious
So
danger we miss out.
do you guys think that yeah, what's his name? Um that what's his name? Do you think that Pep should be going? You know what I mean? Should Pep go? That's why he's asking people. Bro, have some shame, bro. What do you mean Pep go? Pep
You of
won done a 4-peat. Like if a man does a 4-peat, he has credit
They've
in the bank,
done
bro.
more in 4 years than Wenger done in 22.
Yeah, and they already so my issue with usually is that why is your standards different for your manager than it is for everyone else's? You know how many times people have asked me, would you sack Maresca? Would you sack Maresca? I'm like, brother, like, look at your own manager, fam. Why you keep asking me about a guy who's in if I go by your standard, he's in phase one. What was that again? He's cleaning up this mess. Phase one. He's in phase one. Why you asking me? Let him clean up the mess, bro.
Well, the
Let him
thing is,
clean up
yeah,
the mess. Why you asking me
because
about phase
you
one?
know when you deep it,
Yeah.
like like you know when Unai got sacked,
Yeah?
he deserved to get sacked. However, I held Arteta to the same barometer.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my beef with the club really stemmed from. Like them hanging Wenger out to dry for the last 5 years of his reign was bad.
Yeah.
But the fact that they didn't hold Arteta to the same standards as Unai was a problem. Because think about it, like the club set Unai up to fail in his first season. I don't
Yeah.
know how he got fifth in the Europa League final, but when he got sacked, 4 wins from 13 league games, you have to get sacked on principle. Arteta, he had, I believe, he went on a run in December and November, and I think October as well. 7 defeats in 10 games in all competitions.
Yeah.
1 win in that time. Well, I'll put it this way: that guy had us 4 points above relegation on Boxing Day. The only reason he didn't get sacked is because Frank Lampard's Chelsea decided to hand us 3 points.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But
Bro, that's the only time I've ever cheered for Frank Lampard to do something against Arsenal because I wanted him sacked at all costs.
yeah, I know you're one of them, man. Like, you just sometimes you look at the manager and you think, you know what, mate, if you can just I'll take the loss, just get sacked.
Bro,
And
listen,
that's what I was
I'm
on
like
last
that.
season. That's what I
Someone
was on
asked
last
me,
season.
well,
Just lose the
we
games,
may as well
bro.
touch on we may as well touch on the Europa League final. Like someone asked me a really good question. Would Tottenham would you accept Tottenham winning the Europa League if it meant Arteta got sacked? I
Hmm.
told them that I'd personally hand Tottenham the trophy. It's not a problem for me.
No, but it should
Here's
be
the
a
thing.
problem for you, mate, because you could turn up
Well,
to be
I
the
don't
only
hate
team in
Tottenham
London.
more than Arteta. No way.
Okay, I
Because the
hear it.
thing is, yeah, with Arteta or without him, we slap Tottenham pretty much every year. So
Yeah,
like
but
them,
I
we
still think they're
understand
your
the standard.
rivals. I don't. You know why? Yeah.
Ah, they're not.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
Man United, Liverpool, City.
Nah. Yeah, but I'm saying to me, look. I personally, I know that it's a big game and whatever, but I think between us two, I think they're more rivals to you than they are to us. I don't think you can lick command them
From
the same
City's
way we
perspective,
can lick
sure,
command
but
them.
from Arsenal's perspective, that's not really the case. It's an online beef rather than anything practical.
Nah, nah, nah. It's more the North London thing and all that. I think it's more of a rivalry than it is than it would be for us, bro. Yeah, it's Tottenham and whatever, but it's like I don't think it's the same, bro. I think Tottenham are more liquor man to us than you, man. But I think from both of us, they're more rivals to you than us, bro. I don't see it, bro. Man, I want everything, bro. It's not the same. I want
I
everything.
hear that.
I can say, yo, I don't see Tottenham's a rival. I can't really say that about Arsenal, but at the same time, I don't think you can lick command them the same way we can, if that even makes sense. I don't think so. I don't
We,
think so.
yeah, that we can still little man them. However, like for me,
Not like us
Chelsea
though. This
is
is the
my
thing. Not
Chelsea are
like
my two
us.
upset ones. Like for
Nah,
them, man, it's
you're trying to
genuine.
reach. You're trying to reach and trying to say, oh, you're right, my rival.
I'm having personal
Like
beef
you
because
man
I
tried
live
to
with a
do with
Chelsea
City
fan.
this season, yeah. You tried to do the whole liquor man thing. And listen, I'm gonna tell you like,
Nah,
about this, yeah.
City,
You
City got more heritage than us, and that's scary.
and you know what? Talking about City, we're going to the FA Cup final, yeah. But before we go there,
Okay, by the
it's a very we're gonna go quickly back and forth between City and Arsenal and then back to City. They almost would have
yeah.
said stay humble to you, man, innit? But they lost. Now, when we go back to stay humble, yeah, it reminds us of a guy called Skelly. Yeah, that Skelly guy at left back. Yeah, my view on him was that listen, he's a baller. I rate him. I think he's a very good player. But I just felt like he just shut your mouth and play in it. You're a kid, bro. Just shut your mouth like Ethan, bro, and just play. Like, there's no need to
I
do the
hear that.
loudmouth thing. Yeah, wait. There's no
I
need to
get
do
it,
the
but like
loudmouth
it's
thing.
inherent to who he is, and I respect that. But at
No,
the
no,
same
no, no,
time,
no, no,
if
no,
you're
no.
gonna
But
do that,
no,
you kind of have to
no.
you have to hold it
Age.
when it goes wrong.
Yes, but no. Because you see, yeah, some of us, yeah, can read body language. Sometimes there's certain players, AJ, that can do that actually are on what they're on when they're on the pitch. So if they on this like a Troy Deeney, it's Troy Deeney. Like a Vardy, they're trolls, innit? That's their thing. They always troll on the pitch. That's their thing, innit? It's weird when it's like a kid, it's like a white kid acting like a roadman, and it's just cringe, innit? You know when you look at it and you're like, bro, just behave, man. It's not you. That's how it feels like seeing Skelly
Well,
trying to do the bad man thing when he's 18, and then trying to lick him on a Haaland. Even though I know that he told them who are you and all that, I get it. It's a bit mad, innit? But he scored the goal. Fair enough. In my opinion, he could have done like a celebration that what's it called? What do they call it? That would all
less inflammatory.
no, that we can all remember. Like, let's say he done his own celebration, and you know how like the Messi with the shirt, people remember that. Like, remember that.
Yeah,
Or if he done something like an iconic celebration, man beat City, and he done that. You kind of get what I'm saying? He could have put all the limelight
I
on himself for himself, innit? Man tried to do the whole let's draw City out, who done the 3-peat, 4-peat, one or everything that he ain't seen, even though he's a
you know
kid.
what
So
you know
fair
one thing
enough.
that I found funny. Arsenal actually played the "Stay Humble" song at full time, only for Newcastle to do that 3 days later, and we got dumped
Yeah,
out of the League Cup.
yes. But this is my thing now, innit? So I've been hearing a lot of people say, "Oh, people are picking on Skelly and Skelly this, Skelly that," and it started from that moment, innit? No one really
Some of it
everyone
is
raised.
racial. Like, let's
Yeah, but this is the thing for me.
not all of it.
I'm not. I'm
Not
not.
all of it,
I'm
but
never ever accepting like the racism thing. As in,
oh
I'm.
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no.
As in, I'm saying, I'm not. I'm never condoning it. So I mean, yeah. But we also know that that's prevalent in football, and it happens, bro. When you're black and you do something, it can happen. Like, we know it's there, innit? It don't mean that you can't be you, innit? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't mean you can't be you. You can still do your thing, but you also need to know that it can happen, innit? So if you're gonna do the mad thing and attract all the attention, you need to be ready to take it, like you said earlier, innit? Now, I've been hearing obviously all the Arsenal fans are gonna back their boy and do the whole thing. Like, oh, they're picking on a kid, all that rubbish. Well, he should, if he kept his mouth quiet and balled out. No, people would just rate him for his football, and they wouldn't have to speak about his personality. Because what he did was, if he was, if he won all the trophies and then looked down on Haaland, people would say, "Yo, man done what Haaland couldn't," and people would just rate him, innit? But if you're not talking the talk and you're not walking the walk, it's weird, bro. Does that make sense? He's not. He might be playing well at left back, whatever. Fair enough, innit? But he ain't won what Haaland won. He ain't done what he done. So it's a weird one to just look down when your team's bottled the league for all these years and all. It's weird, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? But my thing now is
No,
this.
it makes sense.
I've seen him now trying to do the whole bullying and Dan Burn yesterday, yeah. Bro, what
I don't
is
think he
he
was trying to
doing,
bully
bro?
him, but like,
He's trying to be a rattler when
respectfully,
it's
Danberg's
just
7 and Skelly's 5'10". Like, it's a complete mismatch.
yeah, and he's laughing, trying to, stir things, and I'm like, bro, it's weird, bro. I have it with Colwell, but Colwell loses his head and he tries fighting people, and I'm like, bro, just channel that energy on defending.
Cole's way too soft to be doing that. Skelly's actually got something.
What do you mean, Skelly got something, bro? I don't get that. Like, you man keep acting like this Skelly guy is some bad man or something, bro. He's a
I
kid.
never said he was a bad man, but I'm just saying, like, he'll stand up to anyone. I never said it would end well.
Yeah, but there's a difference, bro. There's a difference between standing up to someone and anyone can stand up to anyone, bro. It just means that you can get slapped and drop on the floor, bro. You can stand up to me right now, and then it might not go the way you think you would have gone. You get what I'm saying? You can do it. There's a difference between being able to do it and doing it. He's doing it. You get it? And at some point, it can go, but it can go wrong, and he's already basically he's
I think
building this
the
image
only way
around
he said
himself,
he's
yeah.
really going to get cooked for it is if his performances fall off. I think
But
that's the
he's a
only way
kid.
he'll
But
really
this
get
is what I'm trying to say to you. He's a kid, and eventually it can happen. So with Skelly, eventually it can happen where his form dropped. Even look at Palmer, his form dropped. Once his form drops, he's gonna get trolled to a level, yeah, that you ain't seen, because we've seen it. You've seen it with Saka when he's limping, they're laughing at him. Palmer when his form went down a little bit, they were laughing at him. It happens, innit? He bought that additional thing that they look down on you, bro. Yeah, like that they're gonna keep poking at him because he started poking the bear. Now everyone's gonna start poking at him. He's allowed it, innit? As much as you could say racism and this and that, if he just behaved, it would have never happened, innit? This is the thing. He started enjoying him because he knows that that left back position is his now. He's trying to run his mouth, bro. That's basically what's
there.
happening. He's getting too comfortable. You get it? Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being comfortable, but I don't want to see a player with that kind of like
Talent
talent get ruined because of things that may have potentially be his problems and that he's
unavoidable.
created. Does that make sense?
I
If it goes down, if it goes wrong, at least let it be like an injury or something that he couldn't control. In it, you get it. But you've seen how some of these players, yeah, that play and then when they're out of form and things just go downhill and they can't recover again, innit? It becomes like a mental
is
block.
mad.
They like you remember when like a Ryan Sessegnon, they're supposed to be good players. They played one good season, whatever, and then it's never been the same. The club had to end up selling them.
Got the movement,
Yeah, and then he just
man
end
man
up being
movement,
loaned. You were
man
one the
man.
kid, but he just moving clubs to clubs. I don't want to see that for him, even though he plays for a rival club. So I'm trying to tell you that it's coming from a good place. So it's not yo, listen, yo play at left back, yeah, tell him to keep his mouth shut. That's not where it's coming from, innit? But I don't know, man. There's this weird aura thing that's coming from some of your players that I just think we're the ones in it. But it's like you're not gonna be
I think
considered
that
that.
stems from the manager. Like Mikel in
Big up,
general
big up,
lacks self awareness,
big
and
up
that's
him.
starting to bleed into the players, and that's a massive problem. But when you really think about it, yeah, Arsenal were right to celebrate their victory over Real Madrid, but they over celebrated because when you deep it, the PSG game was a much bigger test. And I told you after the game, I'm not sure if he beat them. And that was before I clocked that Partey was suspended.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
So,
uh,
like, yes, you can be happy. I'm never going to tell someone not to be happy that they beat Real Madrid twice,
yeah,
comprehensively both times. However, read the room. Always read the room because that's going to matter so much. I look at, what would be a good example? Look at, say, Josie when he arrived at Chelsea.
yeah.
Like he was talking mad, yeah, but he just come off winning the treble, right? He was able to implement that on a team that ain't won nothing in half a century.
Yeah, but this is the
Like
thing.
when you
He had arrogance, but he can back his arrogance. That's the difference. And this is my thing
back,
with Ethan, with Tinky. Look at Ethan for example. Yeah, he come on, he balled out when he first came on. All the rivals, your team, everyone was saying, "Look, you got a proper player in your hands." He don't talk too much, bro. He does his talking on the pitch. Everyone rates him, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Everyone rates him. No issues. No one's saying anything about his behavior. Nothing, bro. He just plays football. If he had a bad game, he has a bad game. You never heard anyone laughing at, bro. I've never heard any rival laughing at Ethan for having a bad game. The minute Skelly started not having good games, you start to see clipped up left, right, and center because he instigated it, bro. This is what people don't understand. He instigated it. If you know that something can happen, you can avoid it. It's avoidable, bro. You get it? It's
I personally
avoidable.
think he's got the mental strength to deal with it. Because here's the
Yeah,
thing: if you don't start certain yet if you don't think you've got the capacity to deal with it.
but this is you just said
Look at the amount of
self-awareness. You
look,
just said self-awareness, bro. You said that our manager don't have self-awareness. You can start things without having
which is true.
self-awareness. So you don't know if he has the mental capacity or not.
Yeah, I'm saying you're right. However, my point is Arteta, if he was actually a competent manager, would have checked him straight away.
Yeah,
By saying,
but
yeah, cool, be
instead,
confident, do what you need to do.
what did he
On the
do?
other
What
hand,
did he do
there's lies.
instead? Man went and tried to instigate the thing with Dan
He
Burn, yeah.
magnified it. That was the worst thing Arteta could have done.
So now it's just going. It's going and going and going, bro. And I've seen it on Twitter yesterday or the other day. And
Yeah. I'm
I
talking
don't know,
about
man.
Crystal Palace. They deserved that FA Cup, man. They were, well, that final was fun because, well, imagine watching our final that you're not stressed. Imagine watching two teams play football and you're not stressed. Bro, listen, shout out Lee Gunner for the La Liga watch alongs because, yo, I hear it. Watching Barca this season's been jokes. Them man can't defend to save their lives, but they're funny as hell to watch.
Proper goals, Yamal, everyone, bro, just balling out. It's crazy, man.
Pedri, Fermin, De Jong,
Big up King, man, my bro.
they are real king, man.
Yeah,
Real.
you know what it is, yeah. Big up views on sports as well, man. Hopefully your thing went well today. That's the one I was talking about, innit? You know this channel, bro.
Ah, I no.
Um,
Good luck with your job thing.
yeah. Listen, you know what? Let's forget about Arsenal now. Yeah, let's talk about this cup final.
Agreed.
And
The European
obviously,
League.
obviously, I think the first team this season, yeah, you know what I mean, in London to win a trophy. You know what I mean? From the Premier League team, we could be
Yeah.
one of them soon. Maybe Tottenham,
Nah,
maybe.
I don't think
You
you'll. I don't
man,
think you'll beat Bears
you
personally.
speak, huh?
I personally don't think you beat Bears. It'll be close, of course, but I just don't think
Oh
you'll do it.
Allah. This guy, listen. Forget your bad agendas and all that, yeah. Because I seen you come in my chat the other day. Oh, the mid off derby against United and that. Bro, how can you say me mid off when United are that low on the table, bro? You couldn't beat them, so how are you gonna come to me and say mid off?
We did beat Man United.
When?
December.
Don't know when it mattered.
That's just regular
Ah,
Arsenal programming,
we
man.
needed
It
to
is
beat
what it
them
is.
recently because when it mattered, we done it. You man couldn't win there when you needed a trophy. When there's a trophy on the line, all of a sudden AJ don't know the language. You know what I mean? It's not
I mean, I don't know the
10
language.
Man United, don't think we forgot. We don't forget, bro. 10 Man United, you can go do the job, but my team's gonna go over there, play to get into the top four as a mid off. It was a dead game though, so I'll let you
Oh, God.
I'll allow you
Bro,
innit?
I literally fell asleep after the 75th minute on
No.
playing Volo.
People fall asleep at your games, innit? Not our games.
Oh, I have fell asleep in the Chelsea Man United game, bro. That
Yeah, but
was
it's not your
dreadful.
team, bro. You sleep at you sleep at your team, and then you sleep again other people's
Well,
teams,
I
innit?
forced myself to watch it
But
because,
this is the thing,
listen,
yeah.
anything.
If we played before you'd sleep and wake up energized, and then when you watch your team, you just fall asleep again. You know what I mean? Your team is just boring, bro. Like the way you like the whole. I've seen, bro. There's like 50 clips of troops sleeping, and I don't think there's 50 Premier League games. You know what I mean? People just sleep in it. When it's your team, people just sleep. Boring. Everyone comes out and says boring, boring, boring. Sideways football. Chelsea just need to stop Isco and Anthony. Yeah, and we got Cucurella, bro. Now we scored the goal. You're chilling, bro. Cucurella, our
That's
dog,
usually
mate.
jokes, man. Yeah, and all that.
Yeah, man. Big up Luca as well, man. Yeah, we're good, man. Listen, obviously Crystal Palace managed to win the FA Cup. Big up to them. Big up to all the Crystal Palace fans, bro.
Oh, 100%,
You
man.
get me?
They deserve it.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, Eddie and Ketia and what was it? Got Matt Turner got them
Yep.
a trophy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
Eddie escaped, man. Matty escaped. Big up them two.
yeah, man, the king of Zamunda, whatever you like used to call him, bro. Yeah, managed to get himself a trophy. And listen, at the end of the day, it was one of them games, man. When I watched it, I was like, nah, there's no way. There's no way. I think Glasner's a G though, bro. Have you seen what he said after the game? Man said if you after the previous game they played against City, he was like, if you play like this again, I'll decipher it, basically, innit? I'm gonna counter it. I'm gonna find a way of showing you, man, how it's done, yeah? Man went there, played his way. Big up to AFC always for telling me what I was gonna say. Yeah, what phase is Glasner in me? You know what I mean? What phase is Glasner in? Yeah, he went there, managed to win a trophy after
He's in the
winning the.
competing phase.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, glad Europa League with Frankfurt.
yeah, he done that with Frankfurt against Rangers, innit? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man. Ex-Arsenal player Ramsey missed in the shootout, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not Frankfurt. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. That's it. Ramsey, I think missed it. I don't remember, but I remember him winning it. I watched the game. I remember
But I
watching the
can't
game.
like. Is he? You see that Palace team?
Yeah.
When you really think about it, yeah, there are players that I would take. I would take Mateta at Arsenal. I would take Eze at Arsenal. I'd probably take Gahey at Arsenal. I'd take Adam Wharton. And
We've been
most of
we've
them,
been
man,
linked to
you're not
Adam
paying
Wharton.
them a lot.
We've been linked to Adam Wharton yesterday. We've had obviously the gay links
He'd
for a
be an
while.
improvement. He'd be an improvement on Enzo, in my opinion.
This guy.
No, I'm not even trying to mock it. I don't rate Enzo that highly.
Uh, 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 I'm gonna allow you. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Now, my point is like, when you really think about it, what Glasn's done in 18 months,
Yeah.
Arteta's had a better team. Like, and I don't know about better team, but like they've got more players of a higher reputation, if you get what I mean. So explain the trophies then, because it's complete. Because Palace are in Europe within 18 months.
Yeah.
Arteta took us 2.5 years to get into Europe on his own.
Yeah. Yeah. But you forgot. Oh, should we do? Should we read that out again for the people in the chat? Let's see.
This
Where is it?
guy.
Nah. Sometimes you need a refresher, bro. Come on. Don't be like that. Phase 1, culture. Phase 2, character. Phase 3, challenge. Phase 4, champions, and phase 5, consistency. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know, mate. You know what I mean? Sometimes phase 1's enough. You know what I mean? Phase 1 should be enough. That's not Glasner's team either. Yeah, and that's
I
and
mean, considering he lost his best player last summer, the fact that he's won a trophy, big him up.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Big up to him, man. Done his job. What do you think about this Henderson thing, bro?
I didn't see it at the time because my stream was moving mad. But when I went back and looked at it, boy, yeah, Palace deserve to win. But listen, I've seen red cards for less.
You know what's funny though, yeah. If you watch tennis, you know when the ball goes out the line, and the ref screams
Yeah,
out, you know, and the ref screams out, and then if the player challenges it, it's Wimbledon, innit? And then they show the camera and they tell you where the balls fell, like a VAR thing, yeah. And they tell you
yeah.
exactly where the ball's out
All
or
that
not,
technology.
bro. How's the guys come out like that and then man's saying, I didn't understand it because I missed it on the TV. Went back and watched it. I was like, what? And then I'm seeing man, his whole body's basically in the box, but his hands are outside the box. So he's kind of went to catch the ball
Oh,
outside
he's
the box.
taking the piss.
So I'm thinking maybe I don't know the rules. Maybe because his body's in the box, his hands are out. I don't know, innit? I was confused, but I was thinking, nah, there's no way. Yeah.
I
Man
can't
went,
lie. Like
man went and
City
VAR
deserve
looked
to
at
win,
it
but
and
they had
said
a clear.
no. And then I think the commentator was talking about something like, oh, maybe Lacroix or one of them defenders has saved him because he was close by. And I was thinking, the only way that works, yeah, is just like, remember the Saliba incident against Bournemouth where he
Ah,
took
yeah,
out the
yeah, yeah.
you know if you other
Listen, I don't
if
think that was a red personally, but he
no no
put
no no that
himself
was
in that
red, brother. You had to show you a different frame to show you who the next player was in the frame, bro. That was a red. I remember looking at it till this day. Yeah, if you looked at if they show you the picture of Saliba, there's nowhere else around him except for one person who's far away, bro. So
I swear
the
I saw Ben White not that far behind.
no, it was far, bro. It wasn't close, but considering that, that's the rule I was thinking of. I was thinking maybe they're saying because he was close and whatever. Then I looked back at it again. I was like, nah, bro, he's handling the ball outside the box. Who cares about where some other defender is, bro? You get what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, something's wrong. Either way, obviously, they were arguing about it, innit? Because after the game, Henderson tried to go and shake Pep's hand, yeah. Like, we don't know he's trying to troll him. And then obviously Pep lost it.
No, that was nasty
But
work from
with
him.
Pep, yeah, it's like, he's so focused. Bro, if you watch the documentaries of Pep and that, yeah, Pep's one of their managers, yeah. As soon as that game ends, he's already as soon as he jumps on the
Thinking
bus,
about
yeah,
the
he's
next one.
he's planning for the next game. Does
Yeah,
that make sense? So he all the way to the next game day, man's on his laptop, man's doing watching Y Scout or whatever you wanna call it. You know, he's doing everything he can, yeah, to come up either with a game plan or do something in it.
we'll
And
see. He played tomorrow
so
anyway.
when he loses, it breaks him because obviously he's also someone that wants to go and get trophies in it. So he's annoyed. But it's like you're
True.
looking at him thinking, You can tell he's a passion thing, innit? So he's annoyed because of that. People want to call him salty and that. Look how many trophies he's won, bro. If he didn't have the desire to win trophies, bro, he would have been. You think he won? He would have won as much as he did? No. So you can't say, oh, it's not. He's just salty and that. Nah, bro. And then
He's salty in
his
the
team missed the
moment,
pen.
but like
His team missed
he's
the
got
pen,
more
man.
than enough resume. He's got more than enough credit in the bank.
Exactly, but this is what. But I'm pretty sure, man. I'm not sure if I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure we had like City say if you don't win anything next season, they're gonna sack you. So either way, whether his contract's there or not, the Arabs don't play in it. You know what I mean? They like him,
Facts.
whatever, but he's part of the reason they are in this position because City wanted to strengthen. They wanted to rebuild in the summer, and he said he thought this team can go one more season in it. And he
That is
basically done an
sure.
Arteta. He basically done an Arteta in the sense of he was hoping
Look
everything goes in his hands. You know how Arsenal does this thing where they basically think if this season we have no injuries, they basically rely on everything to go perfectly well. Does that make sense? It's similar. Pep tried to do this, and then obviously he got injured. Rodri got injured, and it derailed their season in it. But obviously the age of the players, whatever they wanted to do, and then that's why they spent so much money in January, which is also what's
Nah,
gonna
I
save
rate
them,
them for
yeah.
that.
Which is also what's gonna save them this summer because they don't have to spend as much money. They've already spent
I'd argue it saved their
because
top
they
four
didn't spend
as
money
well.
in this because they didn't really spend money in the summer. They can spend they spent it in January. It's still part of that year, innit? Does that make sense? Sometimes some
Yeah.
of our teams don't want to spend money because they've spent a lot in the summer, so they can't really spend a lot in whatever. That PSR thing, whatever. Yeah. So if you move it to the if you so he that's why they spend so much in January because when it goes into the summer, it's gonna be the new season, so they can spend again in the summer, because that whole season's ended, innit? Or June, I think it's June. The cutoff thing is in June or July. So after that, they
I
can
don't know.
start spending again, innit? That's why they just waiting so that it goes into the next year's books. Yeah, so as soon as that July hits, it hits next year's books, yeah, and they can spend again. So they chilling because they didn't spend in the summer, innit? But our clubs are spending the summer, and that's why sometimes they don't spend in January because they're like, nah, it's all gonna be in the books. Then we have to end
Well,
up balancing the.
I hate that about clubs. Like January is the opportunity you have to repair the mistakes you made in the summer.
But that's what I'm
And
doing.
that January window that City had, that saved them top four. If they didn't spend in January, they were not
It
getting top
didn't
four.
save them top four, to be fair, because they still look. They're still very. You're not really sure if they will be end up in top four, bro, because they're playing Bournemouth and that, yeah. And you never know with City. I'm gonna
Now
be honest.
they got
None of
players
us
that
here,
beat
in
them.
terms of my team, City, Forest, Villa, none of us can. All of us are relying on others to get top four. Basically, we can't really rely on our own team.
You're not
No,
because
what I'm saying is I can't come in and say 100% we're beating Forest.
that's fair.
Not in bro. City can't say that because the teams they're playing against, because all of us have been so inconsistent. Yeah, because we should
Newcastle
have beaten
safe.
Newcastle if Newcastle's safe, but I'm not sure if they're safe, but because I think
They got
if
Everton at home last day.
I
They'll
don't
be
think
fine.
they're safe. Yeah, you just have to make sure they beat the thingy. They have to beat the last team because they can go from third to fifth. It's all of us literally couple points of difference from each other, innit? So yeah, man, it's this top four, top five races, man. Obviously, Crystal Palace managed to get a spot in Europe. We're gonna see all these European teams come to sell her spark.
Hey,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's dusty, mate. You know what I mean? Our clubs sometimes are annoying, bro. But what was I gonna say?
when you
Obviously,
grow up with it, yeah, you're used to it.
yeah, yeah. Apparently, there's some news coming as well from that. Apparently, that City um think the overall package for words are too much, and then later on we were hearing that Liverpool might, so they might pull out. So basically, City might pull out of the deal, and Liverpool, according to some people, Liverpool have put a bid in for words, yeah, or
I'm not
will be
trying to
putting a
see
bid
that
in.
brother at Liverpool, man.
Now,
I actually like the guy. I don't like Liverpool.
if they go, if
The fact that they
he'll ball
basically
out of
offered
Liverpool, he'll ball out of Liverpool. He's a better 10 than that. Sobozo, whatever you wanna call him in the 10. Yeah, that's just mad putting him on the 10. But what's the other guy? What's the other guy? Um,
Workers.
obviously, apparently they already agreed to deal with personal terms with Kirk as they already got Frimpong in. So, but this is the thing. I watched enough of Husam's content here to know that Liverpool like to do most of their business early. So once
I
they
rate
finish
that.
doing their business, they're not gonna do no more business. So a lot of people are looking at this saying, "Oh, they're moving like a big club and that, da da da." Cool, they're getting the players, but once they get who they need or whatever, they're gonna just leave in it. They're not gonna spend. They're not really gonna spend that
I
much
don't think
money.
being a big club is getting your business done early.
This guy. But
Facts. That comment there is facts.
might even have in his profile picture. But it's like this is the thing though. At the end of the day, for
Hey,
me,
man.
yeah. At the end of
Listen,
the
leave the back of our butter being alone, man.
yeah, yeah. But this is the thing though. Obviously, with those players, it's gonna take them up a level, innit? So we basically have to do our business to make sure that we either catch up or do better than them, to make sure that when we go into this season, we're doing better. Like we do better, innit? But you know what it is, yeah. I know that a lot of people are annoyed by some people's business in terms of our club's your club, whatever. My main issue with your club is just that I keep hearing Arsenal fans telling me Berta's cooking and all that. Berta's gonna come and change it, and for me, if Berta did what they're doing at Liverpool right now, so let's say you managed to get a striker, a number 10 or something, or left back, or who midfielder, whatever you need, yeah, and you started doing business already, and we're actually just getting here we goes and that from Arsenal, I would, you know what I would have said? I would have said, you know what? Maybe Berta's cooking in it because things are actually happening. But you can't tell me things are happening with links. Oh, we're linked to Jokeres. Oh, we're linked to Jokeres. We're linked to
But
Jokeres.
Tottenham,
Berta's cooking. I
listen,
was like, what?
we've got as many links as Tottenham. I don't mean we're going to sign anyone.
But you're an Arsenal fan, innit? We've seen these stories many times before, bro. How many? Even back in the day, you've been linked to players that we've never thought you'd get, like a Benzema, Draxler, this guy Suarez, like all these players, yeah.
We actually triggered Suarez's release course, but we took the piss.
£1 extra, you know. Man tried to man tried to buy him on a technicality. You know what I mean? £1. You know?
That owners literally asked what we were smoking at the Emirates. I mean, 12 years later, that's still a valid question.
But this is the thing. So a lot of our teams have to strengthen and do what's required. I think this upcoming transfer window is so crucial for a lot of us. I think for me, seeing what happens with your club, whether you're gonna stagnate or actually move forward. And for me, even if you buy players, if the style of play doesn't go forward, you're doomed, innit? And I don't think that you necessarily need runners, bro. You need proper technical players in it because your team lacks that, fam. You, if we
Facts.
ask you right now, which one of your players is technical, I probably would say Timber.
Timber, Ben White, David Raya,
Nah,
Saliba,
nah, 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 nah,
Gabriel.
nah, nah. Man said Ben White. No, no, don't
But
take
Ben
it
White
too
is
far.
technical.
No, bro. No, no, no. It's Timber's better technically than Ben White.
Sure, but like Ben White, he can play.
Maybe Skelly. Ethan is.
But
Uh,
Zinchenko can play. Arteta can play.
Zinchenko is.
Raya
Yeah,
can play.
but
Saka's decent technically, but he's not special.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Left wing Martinelli. He looks at his. You know what I say about Martinelli? He looks at his laces when he runs. You know that?
To be fair, like Martinelli, like him up front, like when he was in the central positions against Newcastle, he was actually effective.
Yeah. This is what I'm
Him up
saying.
front, like we can't do worse.
Yeah. So I think for me, yeah. So that's them. City can make upgrades and change. I recently heard so many City fans say. Even AK said it the other day. I don't know which channel it was. I think it might have been on Lewis's channel. He was talking about um, what's his name? He wanted he wants Haaland dropped at the end of the season, bro. Maybe play
I mean,
Marmoush. I don't know. I think some people are saying because he gave that penalty. He gave the penalty. I think he's gone 007, yeah. But he also gave the penalty to Marmoush, who ended up missing. I don't necessarily blame him for that, but you hear what I'm saying. It's a weird one, isn't it? Um, you got that. You got what else do you have? Yeah, their team, bro. If Rodri comes back, is a big upgrade. bro, them man are linked to
We don't know
Reinders,
if
bro.
Rodri will be the same after an
If
ACL.
if they get right, no, but this is the thing. He don't need he doesn't.
He'll still be class. We just don't know how good he'll be.
Yeah, but that's only the running bit. This is the thing with him. He's so technically gifted that it's just running in it. He got the IQ, so it's not like he's missing
Not
the
even just
running.
the.
It's not like he ain't got the
I'm not that
IQ. No,
concerned
no, no,
because
but I don't think it's
I'm more concerned up here.
huh.
Because think about it, like when you've got like that big injury, you'll do anything you can not to be on the sharp again. So you might not go full in on the
But
tackle.
that's why he
You might
didn't.
not
That's why he
make
didn't
that
get rushed back,
sprint.
innit? Look at Timber, bro. He came back and played the whole season, which is wrong.
To be fair,
Which is
with
wrong.
Timber, like
Yeah.
he only played his debut was where he got the ACL, and he only made two substitute appearances for the rest of the season.
I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, okay, cool. But I don't know, man. I just feel like, for some weird reason, I just feel like I don't get the feeling that Rodri will struggle. Even if he does, they have the Nico Gonzalez guy, who for some reason isn't getting minutes. They have obviously, it looks like they might be getting Reinders, bro. If they get Tijani Reinders, bro, oh my days, that midfield, bro.
Listen, I saw a little bit of Milan in the Champions League. That Reinders, he can play.
I watch him for Holland, bro. Or him, Frankie De Jong, Cope
Oh,
Miners, all in
you're
midfield.
fine.
Bro, you see that midfield beautiful in it. It's just your manager, yeah. Well, it keeps messing. We're lucky we got Dumfries, bro. But if we went for him, we can't play Timber because you might want to take him out of the world. You know what I'm saying? You got him, and then Van der Ven plays for Tottenham and he's always injured, bro.
To be
You know?
fair, like if you man had Yuri and Timber instead of Dumfries at right back, you lot would be even better. Because I think Timber's better than him personally.
Yeah, he's better technically. And he's not. He's not. He doesn't. He's not the same running up and down, but like a runner. But he's better than him in it. But
I
so what
like
was it?
that Dutch team.
And this was our forward line's a bit poor in it. That Brian
It's a
Brobby and
shame
all of
about
them.
your manager. Is he any good?
Wait, you asking me about the manager? That's the
Yeah,
what's
is
his
he any
name?
good?
It's Kuman, bro. The Barca left back, bro. That's our manager. You know what I mean? But what was I gonna say? Yeah, man. I think City will strengthen regardless, bro. They just take it serious, innit? And they're not gonna
I think
like the
that
fact
window's going to decide
and
everyone for the next
and
5 years.
I don't think that they won't take it serious in terms of they are not happy where they are this season. Obviously,
Facts.
KDB leaving and that they're gonna do what they need to do to get the players that they need, and yeah, with them it's no doubt in it. With us, you already know what positions we need to strengthen. Um, so it's not really a doubt. We're lucky enough where we have spent some money already, so we don't need to spend as much in terms of
Still
everything in
trying to
it.
find a war chest.
That's your club. You and Liverpool always be looking for war chests, bro. I don't know where there is. I don't know Titanic thing. I don't know where your thing is, and I don't know where your war chest is.
Arsenal are like the Titanic, slowly sinking.
Yeah, but you know what's mad? Yeah, you look like you're getting deceived by your ownership. You know when people lie. You
I
know.
can't lie.
y-
With these owners, yeah, they're the biggest cancer at that club. More than Arteta, more than Wenger and Unai combined. I don't hate Arteta more than the owners. Like impossible. I will put up with Arteta for another season if it meant that Kroenkes was sold the club tomorrow. I mean that.
Yeah, but
You see, with these lot, they only spend the money that Arsenal generate. They don't put in any of theirs. And they're the same people that gave Arteta two new contracts. They're the same people that binned Unai after setting him up to fail. They're the
I
same
think some people
people
just look at
that
Arteta like he's deceiving them. And I think Arteta's just there getting money, bro. He knows that he has the power. He's getting the mad money. But he's just thinking, you know what? Every season, if I can just hit their targets and just make it look like I'm doing something, but I'm not. You know that, just that, bro. Like, other than that, he's just chilling. I don't see anything from Arteta anyway. Not in a good way, anyway. You know what I'm saying? I
I
just
ain't
think
gonna
his
lie.
vibes in, bro. Every day his vibes in. So
Uh,
anyway,
they need
people,
to
we got to the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Uh, there's no one else to talk about. But obviously, I think Liverpool's game kicked off. That's another
yeah.
drunk fest. Or like, you know what I mean? They're not gonna. This season's done, bro.
Right,
You
go
know.
on Brighton, man. Go inside.
Maybe Salah will end up getting his 20th assist or whatever they want to do. Because remember, to get the
Ah,
Henry
bottom,
record,
man.
if you manage to get it, then well done. Do you know what I mean? Because that,
Done that brand, man. The Baker merchant.
yeah, but if he can get, you know what I'm saying, he can beat the, what's his name? If he can beat the Henry record, you know what I'm saying, that striker
Nah,
record,
nah, nah, nah,
He's already beat. I
Don't
think he's
sleep
already
on
beaten
my
their
man
goals, but I
today,
don't
man.
think he got 20 assists yet. I think he's 2 away or something.
He
Listen,
won't get it.
yeah, I need the Liverpool fans to tell you that your legend ain't a legend. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep trying to pick
Nah,
on
nah,
my
nah, nah.
legend. Let them pick on your legend. You know them ones. But
Yeah, we made it.
what's this guy saying? Thanks Arsenal for 10-2 on aggregate. Is it Liverpool thinking they can sign words? All I see is 2 London clubs fans that got destroyed by Bayern Munich. Bro, have shame,
I
bro.
mean,
I won at your ground, bro. I won the Champions League at your house. Yeah, you got. You always have to respect, man, fam. No
we did
matter where
third
I
in
am
the
right
Premier
now,
League this
you put
season, man. You
respect
can't
on my
even talk to us
name,
because we got a
bro.
better manager than you.
No, no, Vincent Company, big him up. He got a league title, fam. Have shame. You know what I'm saying?
I
Have
hear
shame.
that, but
Yeah, yeah. You ain't got no.
I don't rate company as a manager still, first.
You know what's mad? You wanna hear this? I remember when
Yeah,
Arteta's won one. He was in charge of one game at City because Pep had something. I don't know if his
yeah.
mum
He lost at
passed
home to Lyon for the
or
first time,
something.
and City lost at home for the first time in ages.
Yes, Willie Caballero is our second in command. Yeah, he won the game the other day when Maresca wasn't on the ground. Yeah, me. So
I hear that.
not everyone's second on command can do a job in it. You know what I'm saying? So your manager's losing things left, right, and center. No achievements, no trophies. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully by Wednesday we can get the winner from the weekend game, from the Tottenham and United game. Yeah, and listen, Amarim, that fraud, that Amarim tried to sabotage my thing, sabotage my
It'll be
top
just
four
like
hopes.
Cameroon in the
He
Europa League
tried
and
to
then
sabotage
lose
my top
the
four
wrong
hopes by
country.
playing a strong team. I won't forget. I won't forget, bro. Apparently, I don't know if King can
Well,
confirm this before I end this stream, yeah, but I've heard he managed to get like, is it 5 points? 5 points in 2 months or something like this? Something crazy,
I
yeah.
had 2 points in 8 games.
Yeah, but I think I forgot how many months it is. Yeah,
Oh my word.
we know what's going on. He's
Well,
stealing a
listen,
living at your
Jay is
club,
going
yeah.
to. Jay and Mike are going to. Jay and Mike's are going to violate me if Tottenham win the Europa League.
And you know what? You gotta hold that, fam, and I'll be there, mate. If they win it, cause I don't really care who wins it, innit? It's a laugh along. If I end up doing it, I'm not doing a watch along, but if anyone's doing it, I'll have a look who's doing it. But if anyone's doing it, it's called a laugh along, cause we're gonna laugh. Apparently as well, I found out earlier.
Um,
Andy's been playing mind games and Madison's fit. Yeah, if he's been playing the
um,
mind games and Madison's fit, you speak. You know what I mean? Speak and you're gonna
well, listen,
suffer.
Football Heritage has been undefeated this season, so it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we'll see on Wednesday, people. And then after that, I have to go and face, you know what I'm saying, Northside, Sunshine, Deji, and that. And if Deji loses, yeah,
Oh,
then I'm gonna be on
well,
a
if
mad thing,
Jay
bro.
loses, brother, I've got something special for that brother, man. That beat at Matty's tail, man. I need
Because
to
remember,
book
I
him
got
personally.
I got the graphics and that. I can do the violations. You know what I mean? If we,
Yo,
yeah, if when it comes to it, I can do the violations. So next time, yeah, respect me. You think I can only do this? Listen, I'll find something or somewhere, and we're gonna be joking, all of us together, me. You know what I'm saying?
bro, you're
So
acting like Tottenham or Man United when it affects me, man. Bro, I got more to life than Arsenal.
no, 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 no. Listen, if I don't care. Innit? Me personally, I don't care who wins it. I just need to make sure that I win my trophy, and if I win my trophy, I'm gonna be more shameless, way
If
more
you don't hit,
shameless.
don't worry, I will be
Cause
there.
no one has ever seen me shameless on YouTube. Yeah, this thing that everyone keeps telling me, I've seen you shameless, shameless. No, bro. If you see me shameless, people might start crying on YouTube. Shameless. I can be very, very shameless. Yeah, I can be
Brother,
very shameless, but I don't
after
don't like
after
doing it.
after a long match time, we're like, bro, listen,
But the
there
amount
ain't
of
no
times I
tears
heard
on
him,
my head.
my evil Saka's gonna win a European trophy before the real Saka. Sukayo Baka
The
and all
game is
that.
the
Yeah,
game.
the game's the game. Anyway, I heard someone try to call him Pound and Saka as well the other day. Not funny, mate. Not funny.
Oh boy,
Either way,
it's always
yeah.
Arsenal that set themselves up.
This is mad. Listen,
They're
either
the
way,
best system.
yeah. If we beat City, I'm gonna give Deji a real cooking. Then the next couple of days after the final, we'll cook Arsenal. Yes, yeah. The Arsenal one, you have to go rice, jollof rice. It could take a couple of days to cook. It has to marinate.
Oh, I hear it.
We'll
I'll
do
make
it.
sure it's Nigerian for my sake.
Anyway, listen, big up to AJ, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Episode 4
All right,
done.
man.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, we will see what happens on Wednesday. And then we'll see. We might do the
Yeah.
show next week. Yeah. And it's going to
I'll be
be,
there. Don't
or
worry.
even this week. We might even do it this week. We might expedite it. You know, we might have to expedite the cooking.
It's
You know what I
the
mean?
cooking.
Either way, AJ's title's in the link, in the title. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. My brain just went. Yeah, I haven't had food today. That's why. AJ's link is in the title. Make sure you subscribing to AJ, people. Yeah, and you make sure you do the content and all that. Yeah, make sure you drop in the content, and make sure you
9.9
feel,
yesterday, so
and
been
make
doing a
sure you're
bit more.
filming it sideways. So any of this straight stuff that I'm seeing, yeah, you're getting cooked, fam. I told Devontae this, and his life changed. Yeah, all since then his content's been elite. He was trying to do your thing, yeah, filming it on a chair straight up and that, yeah. It ruins it.
I feel my last match reactions being outside and it's been peaceful.
Yeah, listen. As long as you do that, you're chilling, bro. Cause what
I'm
happens
free
is,
from the
if you watch it
content.
on a PC, bro, it's black. It's like watching a short. Does that make sense? That you know when you watch a short video on TV or something,
I
that's
hear
how it
that.
looks. That's how it looks. Even though you filmed it, I can't watch an 8 minute video straight and it's half black. Yeah, I'm trying to see
I hear that.
full screen, all the lighting. I'm trying to see the pain in 4K. Yeah,
I
that's what
hear
I'm
it.
trying
I
to
hear
see.
it.
But other than that, listen, big up to everyone that tuned in. Big up to you, AJ. Thank you for
Big
the
up the
time.
channel. Big up
Um,
my guy
it's
Yasser.
always having
Peace.
you, man. It's lit, funny, and whatever. And listen, people, man, we'll see you guys into the next one, man. Peace.